How do I get there? Bam. Let's go ahead and turn on those closed captions real quick. Later on, I'm going to go ahead and work on making sure that we have it so that commentators also come through. Viralex, you're saying my voice is always annoying? I'm going to kick your butt. Okay, butts being kicked. That is coming up next. For now, though, Crappy, take us to the game reveal and watch out. Robbie Roto is behind you. Yeah, that's okay. We didn't have Robbie Roto eat Crappy. Crappy survived. And you know what? Will the players survive today? We've got a GM who has given out a few games in the past. Say hello to our friend. It's not you, Tristan. It's me. Hey, Tristan.
Oh. Why am I here then?
I told you to be here. Actually, you volunteered to be here. A little of both. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, yeah, here's the deal, everybody. Tristan has been one of the big tech people in the background, making sure that things work, and has actually put together a fantastic stream setup that we have been using. It has made my life a lot easier, and I am super happy for what you have done. Like, thank you so much. I can't stop expressing how thankful I am. Thank you.
That's all right. You'll get the bill at the end of the year.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and look at the contract we've got to make sure you can do that. Anyways, so Tristan, what game am I giving out today?
I think you're giving out a bit of a Kusogrand8 classic, aren't you? Something that we all understand is very fitting of being here, very understood, very well loved, but we haven't actually had it in Kusogrand8 for, what was it, 6 years?
It's been a very long time, but it's also,
yeah, this is exciting.
Like, it's shown up in Gauntlets before, but the thing is, it's really hard to give this game out because a lot of people here have played it. So, yeah, everybody. This is the first game I offered the players. None of them had played it, and I was like, this is a good day. Everybody, it is time for NES Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. That's right. Throw your hands up in the air. Get ready for your favorite moose squirrel duo. And get ready for some crimes. Yeah, today is trash day, and y'all better be excited for that. Now, obviously, the rules are pretty straightforward for this, Tristan. It's a typical platformer, and in general, the way that we judge progress for those is whoever makes the most progress at any given point during the match is the winner. Of course, that means that we will be judging down to the pixel for progress. I don't believe there are any bosses in this game, so the players won't need to worry about that too much. There are going to be some fights, but honestly, yeah, are they required? Are they not required? They'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we have equipped our referees with protractors and slide rules, and if they got to go down to the pixels, we'll go down to the pixels. It's that simple.
Yep, we've done it before. We'll do it again.
We have had a match come down to a single pixel. Granted, that was an Atari Lynx game, so the pixel was the size of a football field, but it was still 1 pixel.
Well, you're forgetting Swamp Thing that we also had come down to a single pixel, and that was NES pixels. Which are definitely much, much bigger, right? No, not really. Or smaller? I don't know. They're different.
They're smaller. The problem with NES pixels is no one can agree what aspect ratio they are.
Yeah, the thing is, I believe that it's technically 10 by 9, but because of the way that things are stretched out for a CRT, it's a little bit closer to 4 by 3. Welcome to Kusogrand8, where there is no right resolution for anything.
Maybe. And then we get into the fun of overscan.
I don't want to talk about overscan. This is a fun day.
I've been thinking about overscan for the past 2 weeks.
I know. Yeah, simply put, Tristan has been, like, dealing with resolutions, with aspect ratios, with like making sure that things are right for the stream in order to lower the amount of work that I have to do to capture. And I really appreciate that. But also just dealing with the fact that we're dealing with human beings who are capturing stuff for OBS. There's always going to be something off. So I'd say that, like, things at this point are as prepared as they can possibly be.
Indeed.
Yeah. And again, thank you so much for all the help that you've given. It's honestly been a total game changer for me.
Yeah, this is all part of... I've had it in my mind for a while that I want to change how events are done, because there aren't really good options for like small events. Like GDQ has their tool chain and it's huge and great and everything, but most people can't copy that. And my intent is, once we have this hammered out, I'm going to white label it and distribute it.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Tristan, I have memories of like, there was a bad video game marathon that happened way back when I was in grad school, and they just stopped doing it at one point. And I'm like, you can't just stop the marathon. You can't just stop it. There's still people who want to play their games. And so I just threw together a layout, used Comic Sans, and streamed for like 12 hours straight so that I could like make sure the marathon actually happened. I wasn't in charge of it, but yeah, the progress that we've made since the early days of speedrunning, holy crap.
So, fun fact, a little bit of dank lore on that. When we run BBG, Big Bad Gameathon, I have to be ready to hop in and run the marathon myself if all of our tech breaks. And my plan for that is literally just a screen with Comic Sans written on it saying, Big Bad Gameathon, something went wrong, please stand by, with the game still in there somewhere. It's terrible, but it'll keep the marathon going if something goes wrong.
Yeah, and I love it. Like, there's some very seriously talented people here in the community. A lot of fantastic people helping out here. Like, Big Bad Gameathon has been really cool when it comes to online setup, that it generally works. And let me tell you, like, online marathons have always been a tech nightmare in one way or another. So, like, the fact that it's as smooth as that is pretty cool. Let me see. Hey, happy Lunar New Year! This game absolutely has to deal with that. Wait, is it the Year of the Dragon? This game has nothing to do with that. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the Year of the Dragon. I'm worried one of our racers is still looking at your stream, and I'm gonna yell at them.
Uh-oh. Go yell at them. Go yell. Luckily, we haven't spoiled anything, but yes, the streamers are not supposed to be watching the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, don't do that. You do that on round 1, and you get us telling you not to do it. You do that round 2, it's probably gonna be a disqualification. With that said, we haven't really said anything that is a spoiler for anyone at this point, other than it's a platformer. And how we're judging progress is based off of how far they physically get through this. And I've already told the players all of that. They already know. I'm not getting replies from anybody, so I'm just going to get stuff started. Tristan!
It's round 1.
Yeah, Tristan, I'm tired. I need people to respond.
You had a long day yesterday.
Oh my gosh. It was a very good day, though. Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, simply put, like, Mystery Show after Kusogrand ended up being fantastic. There were a whole bunch of gift subs because of that, and, like, that's huge because that's my job. Okay, it looks like the players are saying that they're ready. I need cookies, though. Could you get the picture off your screen? Could you get it off your screen? I told you to get it off. Okay, I think it is time for us to start, Tristan. The players are ready.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So what would be good emotes for chat to spam?
Moose and squirrel?
If you have a moose or a squirrel, if you have the goof gas emote, bombs.
Bombs are real good, yeah.
Yeah, spam your emotes now, everybody. Spam, spam, spam. Anything that is potentially Rocky Bullwinkle related, goof gas is always good, and we are off to a quick start. Keep those going. Ooh, the good lady. I like the good lady. She's a good emote.
Good.
Well,
so
yeah, go ahead.
When we were setting up for this, I took a look. The speed run for this is like 5.5 minutes, right?
Yep.
Why do you think no one will finish despite that?
Because nobody is going to finish this. That's just fact. We've had a 2-hour match of this game and nobody finished. I know people have gotten better at racing since those times, but I'm very confident that this game is going to be a huge difficulty. Simply put, when I played this as a kid, we thought it was broken and we took it back to... It was probably Radio Shack that we rented this from. Yeah, like legit, we took it back early and said, this game's broken, can we change it? And then we got Final Fantasy 6, aka 3, and played the crap out of that weekend.
But good trade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid, Radio Shack was the best place in town to rent video games and movies, or at least the cheapest. They didn't have the best collection, but it was still better than every other option. Uh-oh, no, cookies! That is going to happen, doing the big jump as Rocky. Honestly, it's good that some of the players are learning how the big jump works, because there are going to be sections where you pretty much have to use that giant squirrel jump into the air in order to cross areas. Yeah, get ready for blind jumps, get ready for stupid jumps, get ready for all of the music, and yeah, Jesus the Frog is in an area that y'all are going to recognize very, very quickly.
Yeah, so you can freely swap between characters in this game, between Rocky and Bullwinkle, and they each have their own special ability. Rocky can fly, sort of. Oh no. That was fast. Rocky can fly and Bullwinkle can charge and, like, knock enemies back, but using the special ability on either character just depletes your health bar.
Oh, yeah.
The goof gas. I gotta turn the sound on.
Ooh, it got really high pitched there. Let me turn this up.
That was really painful. Let's make it louder.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is Kusogrand8, okay? I'm here to suffer as well. By the way, we do have some very helpful people who are tracking right now. Linkura, Constantine, Jerrieris, and Soberdorf. Makarashi and Nodelecta are the backups over, helping out to make sure that everything is smooth and going well. So seriously, thank you to the referees who are helping to make sure we know what progress is happening. Yeah, the goof gas is one of my favorite mechanics in this game. It's just a nightmare. Okay. Yeah, Jesus the Frog and Cookies are trying to do this really annoying platforming. And the difficult thing about this game is how slippery any of the jumping feels. You can see they are missing platforms left and right, and that's because when you're doing the big squirrel jump, you're just Yeah, there are some incredibly small platforms you have to jump on, and if you push left, you just immediately, well, I mean, it's got a little bit of a delay, but you can't just start falling straight down. You have to do the weird wiggle that you saw Jay Hit do. There we go. Game overs by 3 out of 4 players. This is how I expect this match to go.
Yeah, when you're flying as Rocky, you're either moving full speed left or full speed right. You don't just fall straight down. There's no control.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah, Grey Goo Girl, thank you for the raid. Come and enjoy the hot tunes because we are going to have a lot of goof gas. Oh, I'm so excited. This is good. Yeah, There have been a lot of discussions about, like, what people enjoy more, the NES version or the Super Nintendo version, which, I mean, there's also the Genesis, but that's just the Super Nintendo version with slightly different music. Very slightly. And
more farts.
Yeah. There's also a Game Boy version, but I don't think I've ever played that. This is definitely my favorite version of Rocky and Bullwinkle. It's a nightmare to try to play. Max Hale is learning about Goofcast right now and how it reverses your controls and ruins the music, and I can't wait for the people to start typing in Discord. None of them have talked yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have some complaints, especially about Goofcast Land.
How does the Goofgas work? Is it every unique time you contact a Goofgas cloud, your controls reverse again?
I'm pretty sure it just stays reverse for a couple seconds. I'm not 100% sure, though.
The best thing about the Goofgas, though, is it applies some kind of completely random modifier to the pitch of the music, and it can go way up.
Oh, Jesus the Frog almost made the platform. The thing is, like, this is incredibly precise platforming early on in the game, and because of that, it's just stupid. It's so stupid trying to make this jump. There are some ways to, like, if you start getting good at lining yourself up for the jumps, you can make them more reliably, but it's just hard.
Yeah, you have this one character with platform here. The thing you're aiming for, the only thing that's a platform here is that white thing on the top of the building. Everything else is background element.
Yeah, building, Tesla coil, I don't know what it is. It looks like everybody has made it to the stupid jump screen. Mexal just jumping straight into the pit. I don't think Mexal knows how to do the big jump as Rocky yet. Oh, nope, Mexal does. Okay. But you also have to figure out that the platform, the really small platform, is what you need to land on. It's not very obvious. It doesn't look like it's a platform. Oh, Cookies! Cookies did it! Cookies is across the first really, really hard jump here. There's more. And there... Oh, no! Cookies second-guessed the platform and died!
And you go back before the first awful jump.
Yep.
That is, however, I think, first place for the moment. 7 minutes into the match.
Oh, yeah. Like, that still is really good progress. Everybody is going to die a lot in this game because of how nightmarish it is to control. Like, this is one of the examples of, like, a game that looks bad, that plays bad, that sounds bad, that is bad. Like, it's got everything, and yet it's got so much charm, especially with the Goofcast section.
I was exceedingly proud of myself because in the last match of the day yesterday, I came up with the just galaxy tier quip of the audio in this game sounds like someone gave a synthesizer gout. This is like someone gave a NES audio processor, like... some kind of explosive stomach bug, I don't know.
I was more thinking herpes, but yeah, that's true as well.
Honestly, I think Goofgas is the soundtrack for an anxiety attack.
I've had anxiety attacks that are not as bad as this, I gotta be honest. Oh! Jesus into the pit. At least Jesus knows the small platform. J-Hit is past the first really difficult hit. J-Hit has learned that if you jump and push the correct series of buttons, you can plummet straight down, which is exactly what you want to do above the small platforms.
So, when you throw a bomb as Rocky just has this most nonplussed frown on his face, and Jesus tried to throw a bomb to time landing on that platform, and went off the bottom of the screen, and when you go off the bottom of the screen, you die at, like, Rocky's neck height. So you just had his head poking up off the bottom of the screen with just this most disgusted frown on his face, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to switch over to J-Hit's audio, by the way, so we could hear this. It sounds so sleepy, this train music.
Yeah?
Oh no, the snake! Like, are you all ready to fall asleep? Don't worry, as soon as we get to Goofcast on Jesus' side, I'm gonna switch back, but this music is so inappropriate for this type of level. Like, holy crap, bombs? Cowboys shooting you? Like, deadly snakes? No.
I think the lizard in the desert area is, like, the best part of this game. It's just such a good enemy. It's a friend.
It's really kind of cute. Oh my gosh. I'm still thinking of Snake Roy.
Maxiel's having a problem with the goof gas.
Yeah, no. I mean, everybody's having a problem with the goof gas. Well, we are back to Jesus' music, and, well, that's because we're getting close to the Goofcast. I gotta get back to this, you know? We gotta hear if we hurt our souls.
Oh.
I love it so much.
Why did I agree to be part of this?
You like it here, and you know it.
True.
Just a second, I gotta share a picture of Snake Roy, because this is something that Blasphemous Roar just put on stream yesterday for no good reason, and I died laughing, and everybody has to see it now, because I had to look at Snake Roy, which is a game made by Sachin for their stupid handheld Mega Duck.
Maxiel had discovered you can get a ridiculous number of bombs by just crouching where a bomb falls, and you'll pick it up before it arms. But I don't know how helpful that's gonna be.
I don't know. Yeah, like, really, I'm glad that Cookies is also into the desert. We're seeing some pretty solid progress by players. Unfortunately, that key that Cookies went for is really a pain in the butt to get if you don't kill the cowboy. But that cowboy is very difficult to kill, considering just where he is. Jesus, trying to get used to this platform. Okay, there we go. No!
And, of course, no continues. Start over from the beginning when you run out of lives.
Oh, why would you have continues, you know? What game needs continues? Not a... Well, I mean, considering that the speedrun's like a few minutes long. By the way, Author Blues did a speedrun of this game at a GDQ before, and that was a hilarious run. I believe that I was on commentary or on couch for that, but I'm not sure. It's a bit of a fever dream, some of those GDQs, you know?
Oh, I know. You get to about Thursday, and you kind of enter, like, the zone where you haven't slept in, like, 3 days because everything's going on, and runs kind of blend into each other, and, you know, maybe you went to a party where you smoked something. Well, maybe that was just me.
That might have just been you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not allowed. Okay, all y'all, if you're GDQ chat, if you're GDQ staff, I am officially saying not allowed, not encouraged. Okay? Unless it's legal, in which case, you do you. Yeah, if it's legal and allowed, then go for it. And if it's not legal and it's not allowed, then don't do it. By the way, I love that Rocky is definitely one of the best characters to play as. Bullwinkle's special ability is he can walk upstairs. And that's pretty much the only time it's No, there are a few other times. He can do a dash and whack things with his antlers. It's not super useful. Oh, Cookies, get out of the Goofcast room!
In a casual playthrough, you're right, but in a speedrun, Bullwinkle is the key because you can actually move at dash speed without losing health by... How do you do it? You start a dash, you jump, and then you crouch, and you kind of just slide across the floor at max speed.
That sounds about right, yeah. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Yeah, the reason that we rented this game as a kid, by the way, was that we had rented Final Fantasy III so many times from Radio Shack that we're gonna get it, and my mom and dad were like, no, you should get something else, okay? You should try playing something else instead of playing the same thing over and over. So we got this, and then we took it back early because we thought it was broken. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a choice. When I was a real small kid, I wanted Final Fantasy IV, but my parents did the, hey, this game is cheaper thing and got me Mystic Quest, which is fine because Mystic Quest is actually good, and I'll fight anyone who says otherwise.
Look at Maxell. They're just standing there,
yeah,
collecting
this is what I was
bombs.
Talking about. Yeah, they're farming bombs.
Hey, Jesus the Frog is also onto the train, which is an auto-scroller, but it's not. The best type of auto-scroller, one that you can make go faster. However, I completely agree with Jesus' decision to stay back a little bit and see what's coming. You do not have a timer in this game, and you know that it's going to punish you. So, being a little bit more cautious so you don't instantly die because of some bullcrap is generally a good decision in this.
One of our backup referees has ruled that progress is not based on bomb count, just as a reminder for everyone.
It looks like Cookies died to your favorite lizard, by the way.
Yeah, 1 point for lizard. I am contractually obligated to... be in support of lizard at this point.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm dating a dragon, so...
Man, what are you, from Shrek? Come on. Nah, I'm dating a dragon.
I do like Shrek Cart, but no.
No, you can date a dragon. It's fine. Hey, everybody. Why is Snake Roy still on the screen? Get off the screen, Snake Roy. Hey, everybody. Welcome. You've got two kind of furries doing commentary here. I don't know why I said kind of.
I'm only kind of. I'll go with that.
There we go. There we go. Giving you some wiggle room, Tristan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm dating a dragon. I'm married to a red panda. Yeah. Cookies just got shot in the butt. That key is essential to beating that stage, though. You have to get it. It looks like
J-Hit's reached stage 3.
Yeah, this is really good progress this early on, but stage 3 is I mean, every level's a nightmare, but this is where the difficulty really steps up. These sailors and their throwing knives, it's just rough. But you can sort of skip most of this level by using Rocky to fly up. It's just the goof gas makes that kind of... Like, if you get hit with the goof gas, you really can't get up without going all the way to the right. You're goofed.
I love what's going on J-Hit's screen, charging this sailor with Bullwinkle's horns while the sailor is repeatedly throwing knives at his groin area. That's Kusogrand8 material right there.
I mean, everything about this game is Kusogrand8. Let me find. I shared the ending screen with the players here because we're not gonna see this. Okay, if we see this screen, I will be absolutely shocked, and the player will as well because it comes out of nowhere. But it's beauty. This is nothing but pure, unadulterated beauty here. Okay. You've got you win. There's Bullwinkle. He's got an arm coming out of the aether, holding money. There's Rocky looking at it, and then the IRS guy running away with money as well, which I love.
The IRS seems to just follow you around.
Yeah, this is like, I mean, yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen flashing IRS in a while. I have no idea who runs that. I still blame Corndan, but Corndan keeps saying it's not him.
It's also not me, and I actually mean that. It's not me.
It's not you? If anybody can find out who the IRS is, that would be very helpful for this stream. Cookies is through the annoying platforming. Very nice.
The true IRS is the fraud we made along the way.
The fraud we made along the way. Well, you know, we have a lot of people here today. Just so you know, we've got 4 whole matches of fun. J-Hit is doing the method that I generally recommend, which is stay away from the throwing knives, jump and throw bombs as much as possible. And if you can do... Jesus isn't actually dealing any damage to this dude, I think.
It doesn't seem like it, but he's also in a position where he has no health left, so...
Yeah, like, this is a bet. I love the idle animation for Rocky. Just start waving your hands like you're a dork. Yeah, like, oh, there we go. There we go. Jesus knocking the dude off. Get loose and squirrel. You know what? We haven't even talked about any of the lore for this game. You know why? Because I'm too distracted with watching the match. Oh no, there was a surprise cowboy. You lose.
Oh, there's typing going on.
I love it. These controls are squirrely. Okay, yeah, good joke. Do I have the... I think I do have the golf clap. Yeah, that was a good joke.
Good. I have quite a collection of soundboard effects. Fortunately, I don't have Nitro. I can't inflict them on you.
Yeah, I don't have Nitro either. Yeah, and I'm not getting it. Take that, Discord, nerds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a discussion for every other day. We're still fighting, everybody. It's fine.
I mean, I did all of this largely to not have to use Discord for video, so...
I really appreciate it. Yeah.
I have a group of friends of mine. There's 8 of us, and we started using a clone, like a mirror of this tool chain for our weekly game night stuff. And they have been amazing QA for this. They have found some things that I still can't entirely replicate.
Yeah. By the way, I'd like to say that based off of what the refs are doing here, based off of their tracking, all of the players are making some pretty good progress. Mexal is the one struggling the most with the evil jumps. You know, he hasn't gotten through it, but this honestly is the first major wall in the game, and some people are going to struggle to get through here. That's just life.
It's this jump in the beginning is just the worst part of the game.
I don't know if it's the worst part of the game, but it's a bad part. Yeah, Jesus has gotten the wiggle strat pretty down, and that's definitely the solid way to get through there if you don't know how to drop straight down, which Cookies, I believe, has figured out, or at least J-Hit has figured out.
Yeah, we have J-Hit and Cookies fairly late into things with... Well, they've gotten fairly late into things. We have J-Hit at level 3 with 4 lives at the moment, which is great.
That's huge.
Yeah, and Goof Gas. That's huge too.
There is a section in this game where you can actually farm unlimited lives, and if somebody manages to get there and figure that out, then theoretically we could have a completion. I don't think that's going to happen, but... Like, you can cheese some stuff in this game, and it's very, very helpful.
Yeah, one of the just boilerplate things about racing a game you've never played before is anytime you see 2 lives that you can pick up anywhere, you should immediately be thinking infinite life farming.
Yeah. In this case, there's only one life that appears, but if you... This game is very well programmed. If you scroll off screen and come back, the life respawns.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yeah, which you shouldn't do, you know. If you're going to make lives the big gatekeeper for actually finishing the game, you should make it so that if somebody collects it, it doesn't respawn, at least for, like, until they die.
J-Hit is currently bombing Popeye, which, you know, as you do.
Take that, Popeye. Well, let me give you a little lore here, because I want to. It's a lovely day in Frostbite Falls, Minnesota. Oh, I thought that was a period, not a comma. It's a lovely day in Frostbite Falls, Minnesota, as our two heroes, Rocket J. Squirrel and Bullwinkle J. Moose, receive an important telegram. It seems Bullwinkle's late great-great-grandfather was moose-napped many years ago and taken to an English estate as quarry for a big game hunter. It turned out that the old moose had made such a good game for the sportsman that he willed his entire estate to him. Wait. Okay, so grandfather was taken to England to be used, to be hunted, but everybody liked your grandfather so much that they gave the house to him. Okay, I like it. Through diligent tracking and pure dumb luck, this makes Bullwinkle the Earl of Moosechester. It's now up to our intrepid heroes to make their way to jolly old England for Bullwinkle to inherit his title. Unfortunately for the moose, however, there's a couple obstacles in his way, namely Boris Badenov and Natasha Fatal. They plan to stop the moose and squirrel and impersonate Bullwinkle to collect his inheritance. Can you imagine imitating a moose?
Oh, the snake.
The snake! Hey, that still is decent progress for Jesus. Unfortunately, dying took him to the previous screen.
J-Hit got to... I don't even remember the order of the stages in this game anymore, but I do not recall seeing that one before, and then got kneecapped by a knife.
Yeah, technically it's still level 3, but it's, I think the third area of level 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Okay. Why, those no-good nicks would stop at nothing to get their greedy mitts on the treasure. So watch your back and get ready for an incredible adventure as you seek to inherit the windfall. Okay, so we're trying to inherit the windfall. That's our mission. We're in Frostbite Falls, Minnesota, and we have to go to the abominable mansion in England. Of course, you know that between Minnesota and England is the Old West, right?
It depends on which way you go.
Well, going the wrong way takes you to the Old West.
Is there really a wrong way to go when you're talking about navigating on a sphere?
Yes. If you're going to England and you end up in China from the US, you probably went the wrong way. Like, it's gonna take a lot longer to get there. If you end up in Arizona, you better be there for a connecting flight, because if not, you've made a drastic mistake. And honestly, it doesn't look like they're flying.
It sounds like Maxio got the platform. The awful jump.
Jesus is in the first room here. Unfortunately, Jesus does not have much health left. Just gotta avoid the snake as well as anything dangerous. One extra life is enough to, like, at least try a decent push. Unfortunately, Boris got that squirrel. You hate to see it happen.
Yeah, J-Hit's here. This is apparently the fourth room of stage 3.
I believe it might be. J-Hit does need to get the key down there, though. Yeah, this is where it's a little bit non-linear. You do have to go a bit out of your way in order to get the key. But essentially, go down into that room, get the key, come back up, and open the door.
So, how are we going to score if a racer goes past the key without picking it up? Is their progress locked at the position of the key at that point?
Honestly, because the key is the most important item, yes, they would have to go and find the key. Honestly, the locked door is not very far out of the way, so they're gonna find it out pretty dang quickly that that's not the right way to go.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we have seen the key on J-Hit's screen. J-Hit got really close to it, but unfortunately died. Or left and then came back and was all the way to the left of the screen. I don't know, it's difficult. Yeah, and chat is noting that Cookies Are Yum is pretty close to J-Hit as well. Very nice. We're seeing a lot of good progress by all of the players. Maxell getting better at the stupid jump. That's my official name for that jump, the stupid jump, because it's
that's
stupid.
a good name for it.
Yeah. No! Jesus the Frog is game over. That's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, that's one thing about this game. You have time to do very many attempts.
Yeah, there's time.
So, the last time we had this, it was in Kusogrand8 2, and you said it was a 2-hour match?
I don't know. That's what someone told me. I might be wrong. Let me go and take a look. I'll go ahead and see. We've had multiple parts of this game show up in gauntlets before, which isn't a big surprise. There are lots of parts of this game that are just stupid and difficult to get through.
We had a little bit of a glitch on Jesus' screen where he tried to climb up through the stairs by just jumping onto the topmost stair, and the game just didn't transport him to the next screen. The stairs in this are extremely janky. You can climb up them and not have anything happen. You can also be in the middle of going down a staircase and then just go off the bottom of the screen and die.
Yeah, it's like Ninja Gaiden, and that's a good game. I do see this was given in Kusogrand8 for sure. I'm taking a look. The Game Boy version was given out later. I guess we have had the Game Boy version given out. And Kuso8. Hey, that's us right now. Yeah.
If Cookies manages to pick up
years.
the key, I think that'll be taking the lead.
Yeah, Cookies, can you get to the key?
1 hit point left. Oh boy.
1 hit point left, 1 heart left.
Right
Unfortunately,
down there.
the key.
No, don't.
Well, I mean, you can't get down there, can you?
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Fair.
You gotta walk down the ladder. This area, I believe, is the place where you can actually farm extra lives. Yeah.
That's pretty much exactly where J-Hit died.
This game's a little evil. J-Hit died in the same area. So, luckily, we have referees who are keeping their eyes on this. If it does come down to that room, honestly, the big question is, does either player manage to backtrack and get down to the lower path and get close to the key? Because if so, bam, that's good. They've made progress. Cookies, just really trying to deal with the madness here. But again, if you get goof-gassed, actually making it up above is difficult. And as soon as you get touched by goof-gas once, it's
just a chain reaction of garbage at that point.
Yeah, the important thing is that as soon as you spawn in this level, you start flying. Because if you don't, you're gonna get goof-gassed and you have to go through the entire loop to the right, fighting these stupid sailor boys. Oh, there we go. Okay, Cookies, almost dead, but not quite. And you know what? I'll take not dead any day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have done. That's exactly what I would have done. Cookies had 1 hit point and no lives left and had like 3 screens to go to try to make progress again.
Yeah.
And the most likely result of that is you painstakingly, slowly make your way forward, carefully defeating every enemy, just to goof it somewhere, take a hit and die, and all that time is wasted. I think resetting is a great strategy here.
I think you're probably right, but I also know there are lots of health pickups all over the place. Like, it wasn't a complete lost cause, but I'll go ahead and say that I probably would have continued until I died, but it's not a bad idea to hit reset. Like, either way is valid. I wouldn't complain. Yeah, Jesus the Frog has gotten pretty good at not getting shot by that cowboy. Unfortunately, the snake. It's always the snake. And don't worry, if we sit around on this music a little bit too long, I'll switch over. We can hear the ship music later on. I want to hear it, like, towards the beginning so you get the goof gas effect, you know? But I keep forgetting.
J-Hit has gotten the key. So that handles the question of who's in the lead there. It's J-Hit.
Well, good. Congratulations, J-Hit moving into the lead. The match isn't over yet, though. We still have about 25 minutes left. It really is anybody's game, you know? We've seen people make some surprise progress in various areas of the game. Jesus with only 1 bit of health. Again, not where you want to be.
J-Hit has reached
No,
level 4.
the snake spawned on Jesus!
The snake takes another one down.
Yeah, that was evil. I didn't know it could spawn right on top of you. I love it. I love this game. This game's perfect. Has no faults. Okay, 10 out of 10.
No notes.
Yeah, no notes.
There's notes. They're extremely shrill, but...
Yeah, shrill. I don't know why Cookie's screen suddenly changed size, but I'll go ahead and get that fixed. Hey, everybody, welcome to Kusogrand8. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, there are dogs, or coyotes, or wolves, or something, and apparently a hog on J-Hit's screen.
Not the hog.
Was it a beaver? I think it was a hog.
I mean, it depends on where you are in this universe. Oh no, the ice! You lose.
Rough.
Yeah, with that said, J-Hit is still definitely in the lead. We get the goof gas intermission. Good. Ah!
Gosh, this is the first time I've done commentary for Kuso8, and it is such a relief to have the backup from the referees, because I think anyone who's watched for a while knows that I suck at keeping track of things.
No, everybody knows that I can do it all by myself. I just choose not to. JK! Nope, I have no hope when it comes to, like, keeping track of who is in the lead. Even with 2 players, I have a hard time.
You used to do everything yourself, but Kusogrand8 was so much smaller back then.
Oh, yeah, the original, I did all the commentary, I chose every game, I did all the layout, I did all the capturing, I did all of the scheduling, and yeah, now we have a really big team of volunteers that help out. I couldn't do it without you. Like, I wish I could get to the point that, like, I made enough money doing this that I could actually, like, give a little compensation to people. And, you know, that's the dream. One day we take over the world and everybody in Kusogrand8 becomes rich and the IRS just kind of smiles, just like in the end screen, you know?
If
Like this
Kusogrand8
guy.
took over the world, what would you make everyone play?
Oh, do I want to be good or evil? Do they like me?
You took over the world, so I'm gonna imagine there is at least a decently sized cell of, like, rebels who don't like you.
Oh! Pig the Peach 3D. Okay, that's a good start. Let's go ahead and make everybody vomit a bit. Okay. Maybe one of the later installations, since they have more content, you know, like 200 levels in, what is it, Dontrell the Dolphin. Yeah,
Cornhead's leading the rebels, okay. Oh. So we've got a little bit of moment of chill here as our racers try to get back to where they were. Jesus, however, is making progress. Jesus has reached stage 3.
We've got the goof gas, yes! I was worried we wouldn't hear the goof gas, but Jesus is making progress and, you know, finally past level 2. That is huge. Okay, is it squirrel time? Nope, there's a key. Gotta get the key. Yeah, the thing, like, you can get to where you can throw bombs and hurt the sailor dude, but, like, it's a very precise, I don't think it's quite pixel perfect, but it's just within a few pixels of distance away from the enemy that you can hit him without getting hit yourself. But I think you have to jump and throw bombs. It's annoying. Okay, Jesus, remembering you can't climb stairs as Rocky. Only as Moose. Okay, yeah, the important thing is you need to watch and see where the daggers end, because you can creep up right to that part and not get hurt.
Yeah, and your bomb range is perfect to just be able to tag the enemy with the edge of the explosion if you get as close as you can.
Yep. So close. Okay, just a little bit closer. You can do it! You can do it, Jesus! You're so close! Come on, come on! You're so close, just a little more! Yeah! Oh, the guy does move back to his default position after being blown away, though, so...
The double KO for Jesus.
No, the sailor wasn't dead yet.
Oh, okay,
It takes 2 or 3 bombs to kill a sailor. Anybody who has been in the Navy knows this. 2 or 3 bombs.
I had read a thing recently that the entire concept of hit points actually came from naval strategic modeling.
Well, I mean, the very first video game ever made was a naval battle simulator. Didn't have graphics. It makes sense to me that they would have had hit points dealing with that. Yeah. I mean, video game history is really, really fascinating.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go. Jesus using the bombs to kill the sailor, picking up the key, and no, another sailor! And that's okay. Jesus is in the next room and is making solid progress. But the question is, will Jesus get into the room that has the key? Will Jesus collect the key? There's 0 lives left, so it's getting a little bit dangerous. But again, in this level, there is an infinite life exploit that you can use if you are good enough. But Jesus has 1 hit point left and no lives left. He's gonna take this as carefully as possible. And I don't think he has a chance of finishing this stage right now.
It's looking rough for Jesus.
Okay. I
hit
like
point,
the
no
strategy. Hit the sailor, lure him back, and eventually kill him. There we go.
That went pretty well.
Yeah. However,
Jesus
this is going to be a very quick death. Oh!
How are you not dead?
Just jumped at the right time. Okay, trying to creep. Yeah, the thing is, I think with Bullwinkle, you have a little more height to throw bombs. With that said, J hit collecting the extra life. Again, that's the extra life that will respawn if you go back. However, with as many lives as J hit has, it might not matter. Oh my gosh, yeah, climbing stairs is hard in Rocky and Bullwinkle world. Gotta be honest. So for those who are wondering about the current order of players, here is what the referees have said. Right now, Jesus has made it to level 3, screen 4. J-Hit's made it to level 4, screen 1. Cookies, level 3, screen 4, above the key. I believe Cookies is a little bit closer to getting the key than Jesus. And Maxell has only made it to level 2 so far.
Yeah, Maxell had some issues with the awful jump at the beginning, as did everyone. But, it was a little more rough for Maxell.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame. I don't blame him at all. That jump is terrible. That's when I gave up on playing this game, is that first jump.
That is fair. Yeah, we're getting a little odd buffering occasionally from Cookies. That's fine. It happens to the best of us. Some people have internet that's a little bit goofy. Got Goofcast. Comcast is essentially digital Goofcast, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
I don't believe in jinxes, but other people do, so...
Oh, I don't either.
Okay, well, you've been very stable for the start of this season so far.
Yeah, they came and did an upgrade, and it has absolutely fixed like 99% of the issues that we've had. It's been amazing.
So J-Hit's making progress right now. J-Hit's at the end of the forest and is into level 5.
Nice, the mansion! J-Hit actually has a reasonable number of lives to try to get through here. The Goofcast makes it a nightmare, though. Oh!
Well, there goes Natasha.
Natasha's dead. Wait. Okay, I was saying,
Natasha's back.
I bet that nobody is going to beat this game, and now I'm starting to doubt.
I had a slightly more optimistic view than you did. I thought we might see a completion around 45 minutes, and we're on pace-ish to see it. C1. We'll see.
Yeah, I had no optimism going into this. With that said...
No confidence.
Yeah, let me go ahead and swap over to this music here that J-Hit has, because I'm curious. This is good music. Mind you, we're also getting Goofcast.
Always. Always be Goofgassing.
Yeah, the Goofgas reverses your controls and makes the music sound like this.
As far as I know, the Goofgas effect on just the general pitch of notes is random. Like, every note is randomized. I don't know how they did that.
I don't think it's completely randomized. It still, like, stays within a certain range of... No, never mind. It doesn't necessarily.
All bets are off.
Oh no! Those bombs aren't Goofgas, they're just bombs! Uh-oh, there's another Goofgas. Okay, J-Hit through to the next room. We're in... Never mind, that's a death.
We were in the kitchen of level 5 for a moment, and that's all that matters.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
I love the beeps.
They're good. Oh, they're good.
I always,
Yeah, if we're gonna stay...
I always preach the joy of the soundtrack of the Famicom Disk System game Deep Dungeon, because it was composed by someone who had a very rough idea of music theory, but didn't know how to program, like, how to track songs. So there is a note progression, and then, like, the title screen music just diverts off into, like, a 3-second long high-pitched beep.
Yeah.
I love the music in Deep Dungeon, it's so bad.
It's pretty amazing. Oh no, the little chef got J hit. That is unfortunate. Let's get out of this goof-gas nightmare and let's go back to...
Do you actually need to fight Natasha? No. If you can get past her, you just have to get to the end of the level. That's it. In fact, if you defeat Natasha, she just respawns a screen and a half later, like that.
Yep. Like, honestly, one of the best ways to deal with her, if you don't get goof-gassed, which is very difficult to avoid the goof-gas since it homes in on you, like, if you can jump over her with Rocky before you get goof-gassed, then that's great. You're probably not going to manage to do that, but this second area, you might be able to jump over the goof-gas before you get goofed on.
Maxill's asking, is that jump as bad as it seems?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Sort of. Oh, Cookies, by the way. Look at how far Cookies is. This, the wolves running around, the sap dripping from the trees. There's the pig. There are wolves. It's a very scary world out here for Rocky. This is what traveling to Europe is like.
I don't know if I agree with that.
The wild pigs. All the wild pigs. I've heard
this is more like...
level 5 for Cookies. Very nice.
This is more like North Middle America.
This is definitely England. Look at this. You can tell. They've got bricks. They've got walls, you know, pots with very, very
small flowers. Do you not have walls in Utah?
I mean, yeah, we do have walls, but they, you know, the English had them before we did.
Are we gonna see a completion out of J-Hit?
With one life left, I'm still gonna say doubt.
No!
Ah.
J-Hit, no!
Yep, time to do the whole level again with no extra lives. This is your chance.
So Cookies just tried to clip through Natasha, and that worked, but at what cost? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep jumping while the bombs are falling, because some of them do have goof gas and some of them do not. Oh, she's back. Yeah, that's the thing. You kill Natasha, she comes back from the grave.
Oh, the goof gas. The goof gas music.
It's so good. The everything music. Like, this game is just a gem. And honestly, like, the game feels unfinished.
It really does. It really feels like they finished a stage, ran out of time, and they just went, all right, this is where the end of the game is, I guess.
But you know what? This came out in 1992. Okay? This is not early NES. This is very late NES. Yeah, so...
Oh, no, J-Hit. Did you see that?
No, what happened?
J-Hit tried to jump down the staircase.
Yeah, you can't do that! Hey, the game's short enough that J-Hit could possibly get back there. My bet is still safe. I bet that nobody was going to beat the game, and I still believe in that bet. Anyways, yeah, it was published by THQ, but developed by Radical Entertainment. I bet you have no idea what other games this company could have made. Mario is Missing.
Oh, good.
NES Terminator. Let's see. Bebe's Kids for Super Nintendo.
This is not filling me with confidence.
Wayne's World for Game Boy and NES.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Mario's Time Machine?
No.
Yeah. The Simpsons Road Rage, the one good Simpsons game. Okay, they made something good. There we go.
Oh, come on. The Simpsons arcade game is fine.
Well, okay, yeah, the arcade game's fine. Road Rage is possibly the best. And that's a thing with a lot of games that come out. We make fun of them a lot because, holy crap. like look at this game.
No.
But you know,
Cookies try to jump down the same staircase.
every good dev is going to have a bad game, and every bad dev, well, I don't think there are any developers who are bad per se. It's just, you know, there are going to be projects that fail in one way or another, and it's not really the programmers or developers' fault. It's almost always going to be a problem with management because they didn't have enough time, rush deadlines, or just a lack of resources. You know, who in 1992 thought that making a Rocky and Bullwinkle game would be a good idea?
You know, that's a good point. I remember being a very small little version of myself and seeing Rocky and Bullwinkle on TV, but it was very much on its way out by then.
Yeah, like my dad loved it, but I was like, I don't think I even liked watching it as a kid. The humor just was not up to speed with the other cartoons of the day, you know? Like, when Rocky and Bullwinkle was airing at first, oh, it was fantastic. It was absolutely revolutionary as a cartoon. But
listen to you, like, sitting here, you're talking about, oh, the humor wasn't up to the standards of the day, while talking about shows you were watching when you were, what, like 5 or something? And what were you, like a 5-year-old connoisseur of humor?
well, I mean, I didn't find this funny, so apparently.
You had high standards.
That or I had wrong standards. People are saying that it was too meta. Well, I was a dumb kid. If the humor in Rocky and Bullwinkle was super meta, of course I wouldn't have gotten it. Hey, look at Cookies. Cookies is dealing in Nightmare Realm here. Okay.
Yeah, Chiron's going in a direction that I both applaud and kind of groan at. It was too sophisticated of humor. You have to have a deep understanding of...
I really should go back and watch it, like, for real. I don't think I want to, because there are so many other things I could be doing, but I don't know. It, like, there's a reason it's a classic, but there's also a reason I didn't like it as a kid.
So, yeah, Cookies got to the same room that J-Hit died on, so we might be coming down to progress within a single room here as we come down to 4 minutes left on the clock. Let me see if the refs have said much about that.
Yeah.
Apparently Cookies had the brilliant play there of, you have that confusing room where at first glance you can't tell what's a platform, and Cookies just started throwing bombs to see where they'd blow up.
Yeah, I do believe J-Hit made a little bit more progress in that room. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so. Cookies has a chance to move into the lead in the very last stretch here, though. Like, with one extra life, it's very possible. Just try not to get hit by whatever these things are in the basement. I'm not talking about the meat hooks in the background. I'm talking about the weird bird things.
Alright, so Cookies is here.
Okay. Cookie's being very careful. This is the right
very
play.
Late. It's very late in the game. It's personal best territory, and it's dangerous. So... Oh!
The ghost!
No, the ghost!
No, the ghost killed Cookies!
That's the end of the game, isn't it?
No, I think that there's one room after that, if I'm not mistaken. It's very close to the end.
That is definitely lead, though.
Yes! Cookies is officially in the lead. There's technically enough time for J-Hit to catch up. Technically enough time for Jesus to possibly make a little bit of progress. Like, there's still time for Cookies to possibly beat the game. Like, this game is not very long. It's just stupid hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's unforgiving, and we'll send you back to the beginning on a whim. Alright, I'm seeing a couple people are saying one more room after that, a couple people are saying 2 more rooms after that. I thought that was where the inheritance was, in that chest.
No, it's a
My
ghost.
bad. It is a ghost, yeah. Your inheritance might be a ghost. I don't know.
Crap, I don't want to inherit a ghost. That's too scary. What am I going to do with a ghost?
I don't know. Alright, Cookies is making another pass at this, but only has 3 hit points left. 3 bars
No,
of
Cookies!
Those platforms suck.
Yeah. Well, J-Hit is trying to get back to the mansion. Again, one really solid push in the last minute might be enough. Never mind.
That doesn't help.
Yeah, death's not gonna help.
Yeah, I think we're beyond anyone getting a completion at this point, so I guess you were right.
Yes, I win!
It happens sometimes. I'm gonna blame sunspots.
Sunspots?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I always blame when something goes weird.
I thought people usually blame solar flares.
It's the same thing.
At least when it comes to Super Mario 64 runs, which, by the way, that totally didn't happen. The guy was using a tilted cart. That's why the glitch happened, not because of a solar flare.
It's...
The guy has historically used tilted carts before doing that run. And did it quite a bit. So, yeah, it was totally a tilted cart, and I am standing by that. Occam's razor, the sun didn't cause his Super Mario 64 run to do a glitch. It was the tilted cart. And that is time. That is it. Bam, we're done. Everybody, go ahead and throw your hands up in the air and say, time. Bam. You know what? This has been a fantastic match, and just looking at everything here, Cookies are yum at the 57 minutes, 16-second mark. Managed to get to the ghost box at the end of the room on level 5 screen 4, making Cookies the winner.
Yeah, that was an amazing last-minute comeback.
Yeah, that was so good. J-Hit comes in second, Jesus the Frog third, and Maxell 540 fourth. Let me go ahead and welcome Cookies if they want to come and talk. I would love to come and chat. Otherwise, how do you feel the players did, Tristan?
I think they did really well. I did have the hopes that we would see maybe one, maybe more completions, but we got real close to that, real heckin' close, with both J-Hit and Cookies getting pretty late into the final stage. I still think the worst part of the entire game is that first awful jump in stage 1.
Yeah, that stupid jump, it's so bad. Oh my gosh, Cookies is here. Hello, Cookies. Congratulations.
I'm so disappointed that I didn't have one more life to see what to do at the box at the end.
Oh my gosh, I loved seeing that ghost. I forgot about the ghost there.
Like, my first instinct was, hey, that's treasure. Can I grab it? And then I died from contact.
That's what happens.
And then I was like, I think I'm supposed to bomb it. And I died before getting there.
Yeah.
So that push at 56, 57 minutes where you got to that chest, that's when you took the lead. You took the lead in the final 3 minutes of the match.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of amazing. It was great to watch, and I love that. Yeah, if not for you getting to the treasure chest with the ghost, you wouldn't have won. But you did it. Like, it was J-Hit in the lead for pretty much the entire match. It was like just having a comeback that far into it. This is your first year in Kusogrand8 too, isn't it?
Yeah, I've only watched you guys every once in a while, every year. I've never played.
Well, you know what? What a great performance. You never really know how you're going to do until you actually do it. I always think, for a first-time person, feel free to expect coming in last. For somebody who has played for years, it's fine to come in last. That's just how it goes sometimes. I come in last plenty of times when I do blind races. But coming in first is not expected for anybody new, but it is still very welcome. I also love how many of the players, that Jesus is still playing the game. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Just trying to get past the dagger guys at the bottom floor because you can't go top.
I know, right?
I realized that it's a troll and you have to stay bottom. And then
Yeah, you want to use the Rocky ability in order to fly up above, but if you do, you're stuck and you're going to have to do the whole area again. However, I will say, Cookies, there is an exploit in that room. There is a one-up pickup that you can get in that room that if you pick it up and then, I believe, go to the right and then come back to the left, it respawns. So technically, you can use that exploit to get tons of extra lives, which makes
I never
the last level...
tried
Nobody tried that.
glitching out an item to see if it comes back.
There's another really important question. What did you think about the goof gas music?
I realized at like the last 3 turns that the gas, there's like an invisible wall, and that's where it ends. It's not how long it's sticking on you. Like once you pass this certain boundary, then the gas is actually not affecting you anymore.
Really? Like,
yeah, it's not how long the icon's on your body. There's like a certain spot you have to walk to,
Yeah.
and then it'll reverse back. It'll go back to normal.
I know that, like,
But I didn't realize that until the very end when I was just jumping, killing what's her name, and just jumping over the bomb.
That's really interesting. I know that
And then the
there is a
stupid gas
cooldown
on the
as well.
saws, and you get stuck on the saw. That's so annoying.
Oh, I love seeing people, like, they're playing Rocky. They're like, yeah, flying around all over the place, get whopped with the
you
goo
can't fly
gas,
when
and
you're
then just... Yeah, it's so good.
And Rocky, for some reason, if he jumps on a bomb, a sitting bomb, he will get hurt. But not, but not Bullwinkle.
Yeah, for some reason, Bullwinkle can defuse bombs and collect them. I saw one of our players just sitting there with the bombs dropping on them, collecting more and more and more.
Yeah, I would accidentally blow myself up as Rocky.
Yeah,
For some reason, he will get hurt by his own bomb, but not Bullwinkle.
Yeah, Jesus has a question, by the way. How do you get past those knife pirates in the basement?
I literally I just walked as close as I could without getting daggered, and just jumped and threw bombs. But whenever you try to jump and throw a bomb, it eats your inputs, so it's actually hard. You have I'm spamming my throw button while I'm in the air.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you just don't throw it.
Yeah, if you get like to the furthest pixel you can get while trying to approach those sailors, Bullwinkle can throw a bomb that'll reach them. But it's
that's because he's taller, right?
Yeah, it's almost pixel perfect.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do well. Yeah, not quite pixel perfect, but you can get pretty close.
Yeah,
but again, not as rocky unless you're jumping.
Just spamming that B button when I jump, as soon as I jump. And half the time it would work. Half the times it would throw too late.
Yeah, this game is a very good example of a game that doesn't function. Yeah. It really doesn't function very well. It's got a lot of problems, and at the same time, I really love it. Like, this is a Kusogrand8 classic for a reason. It's a joy that we had for people who hadn't played that, and honestly, everybody was shocked that we had 4 people who hadn't played it. And I'm just glad that you got to experience one of my favorite games to give out. It's so jank. Yeah, other than that, question for you. Do you think this is a game that you would ever return to?
I mean, I'm really curious about how to pass the last part now.
You're curious? Yeah, you're right near the end. And honestly, if you don't really care about following 100% the rules.
Is that what you do?
I don't recall. You'll figure it out. Oh, but yeah, I've beaten the game. Everybody, the game's relatively short, like a couple hours. You can usually beat it. It might take some people like 3 or 4 hours, but using the extra life exploit in the sailor level will really help quite a bit. And then just being a little bit patient because you don't have a timer.
The force, I had no energy left. I was panicking. I had to jump over like 20 dogs. I didn't realize an acorn hurt me until I flew into it.
Yeah! I mean...
I'm like, what?
Yeah, welcome to the game.
I flew and hit this acorn and I fell to the floor. I'm like, oh, that's a thing.
It really is.
And then I had no energy. I'm like, I don't know how long this level is, but if I die, it's going to go all the way back.
Well, seriously, great job today. And I want to thank Tristan for being here to help with commentary as well. This was just a riot. It's always a lot of fun to have you here, Tristan.
Yeah, I enjoy being here.
All right, well, I've got to move on for the next match, so I will see both of you later. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.
Hell, Procentius sending me back to the tech mines.
Yeah, go back. Go back, everybody. I got to run to the restroom real quick, and then we will do the game reveal. I will be right back. We've got 3 more matches. Stay tuned.